Okay, I'm back for song number two. I forgot to mention Skeletor was here for the first one. I mean, I'm sure y'all noticed. Um, yeah, I typically keep the Rainbow Land Museum closed when I'm gonna be up here doing. Can I make this make less noise? Um, I'm gonna forget that. Whatever. When I'm up here doing ukulele videos, like when it's just rainbow bright merch haul type things, I don't care if the cats are around and they like to be around, so I let them. But typically, gosh, stop going out of focus, camera. I'm just gonna put my hand down. Maybe that'll help. Um, especially the one in there whose name starts with a W likes to be on my lap a lot. So I try to keep her out of here when I'm trying to play because that's not a good combination when you've got this already and then there's a cat right there. Or sometimes she'll be like where he is with her like paws right here on the edge of the chair, like looking over my shoulder, which is adorable, but she's trying to get over and it's a thing. So usually I kick them out. That's not going away. Okay, go away. There we go. So I closed the door, but I had it open earlier because I have the heater on just to warm it up a little bit today, and I didn't think any cats were up here because I knew she was not for the first song. So I closed the door downstairs, got up here, and he was already there. Like that's his spot. Right here on this blanket. Now he's grooming himself. I tried to stop him. He wouldn't. But at least he's not grooming himself in inappropriate places yet. So we'll stay that way. But he was really cute in the first one. I just like scrolled back just to see what he was doing. I think he was just sitting there looking cute for most of it and like making biscuits on Starlight, which that's what that Starlight is there for because Wisp loves to do the same thing. It's really squishy and soft and yeah. Anyway, oh no, here she comes. No, you cannot sit on my lap. I better start playing soon so she'll get the idea. But, right, so when I went downstairs to get the first page of the song, because the other one for some reason cut off the last line, it never does that, but whatever, it did on that one. So I had to go get the other page, and then she was just like, oh, you were up there? What were you doing? And, oh, you're going back up there? Can I come? And I'm just like, ugh. I can't say no to you if your brother's already up here. Like, that's just mean. So, we'll see how she does. I thought that this song was going to scare Skeletor away because, like I said, I'm playing it a little louder. It comes out louder the way I'm playing it. But he didn't seem to care when I was practicing it just now. But I also was messing up a decent amount when I was practicing it just now. I'll try not to. I'm bad with the strumming, y'all. It's mostly the chord changes while strumming is the problem. If I was just strumming the same chord for an entire song, no problemo. But you add in the changes and it's just oof. And there's a whole lot of playing D in here, which y'all know I hate, but whatever. It's a cute song. This, I guess, goes out to all the children in my life that I love. Be they teenagers or younger. I was about to say or older, but I'm like, then they wouldn't be children, would they? Although there's some kids I knew as kids who are now like grown adults. I don't mean older, like, low 20s. So they're still kids to me. Basically, to any child that has ever mattered to me, and there's a lot of them. This goes out to y'all. And oh my god, but that stopped buzzing. Hang on. Let me see if I can mute a particular conversation so that'll stop. Options, notifications off. Yay! Okay. I think that'll stop that from happening. And then I'll pick it over here so I don't forget it. Okay. And yeah, as you've probably seen from the title, this is not really based on, but yeah, it's totally inspired by the Dr. Seuss book, I'm sure. Oh, the places you'll go. And this, oh my god, I didn't look it up. I'm almost certain this is also No More Kings. No, wait. I Fight Dragons. Oh, Christ, why do I keep doing this? Hang on. I think I still have it pulled up. So I do not want to attribute it to the wrong band. I almost did that last time, and then I felt like a complete dork. Wait, is this the... Oh, that's a different song. That... I'm not doing that song. Hold on. Nope, don't play. Yeah, that one. Who's it by? Come on. No, not the Dr. Seuss book. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. I Fight Dragons. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to click on this. Pause it. What is this other one? I already did that one. Yay. Okay. Right. I Fight Dragons. Again, I told you I was going to make a note on the music who did it, and did I do that? No. But look, no note notations, because there's literally 3 chords. That's it in this song. But since I'm doing the strumming thing, it's going to be harder than it would be. But it sounded kind of boring without it, I felt. So I probably should have trimmed my nails a bit. Oh well. I think it'll be okay. I hope. And if I totally screw it up, I'll just play it the normal way without doing... Well, that's not sound good. That's what I'm trying to do, okay? Forgive me if it doesn't go great. And Wisp, you gotta shut up. I love you. But your vocals are not required for this song. Well, you're one of my children too, so... But I already know the places you'll go. They're the places I go because you live with me. And if we ever move, you're coming with me. I know, I'm sorry you don't have all of the options that human children do. But you have me. Yeah, is that okay? Does that make up for it? Okay, good girl. She's being super cute. Please don't jump up, right? Thanks. Okay, sorry. Hair in my face. Don't want my hair getting stuck under the ukulele again. Way too many things I have to like think about before I start. So, what did I say? Okay. What can I tell you of the world when I knew I was gonna get that wrong. I always get the timing wrong on that second line because you have to start it a little sooner than the others. Whatever. See? Again, if I'm gonna screw up, at least I do it at the beginning. Hopefully that's the only time I'll screw up, but that had nothing to do with chords. So, we'll see. What can I tell you of the world when I know I've still got so much to learn? I didn't even sing that note right. Oh my goodness. Okay. When I know I've still got so much to learn. I can sing that note. It's not in falsetto, that's why I'm struggling from going from falsetto to... Anyway, I'm gonna do it again and whatever note comes out, comes out. What can I tell you of... Hold on, sorry. The resituate, so I was facing the mic a little more. What can I tell you of the world when I know I've still got so much to learn? How will I keep you safe? I wasn't screwing up on the singing earlier. Wow. Wow. I just like didn't get the word out fast enough. I'm pretty sure this is the last time I'm starting over. I'm not gonna let myself start over again. Why is there something in my eye now? Is the universe trying to tell me not to sing this song? Come on, it's a sweet song. It's cute. I love it. You should also listen to the original, not just me. There was I thought I heard some extra loud purrs. Yep, she's doing the biscuits now. They're gonna taste so yummy. Okay, sorry. Cat jokes. What can I tell you of the world when I know I've still got so much to learn? How will I keep you safe? How will you find your place? What can about today, and I can offer you this song for you to listen to when things go wrong, and then maybe you'll know how I love you so. Find a way to stay strong. Oh, the places you'll go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hand and your sword at your side. Oh, the mountains you'll move, the tears you'll cry. Oh, the places you'll go. Little love of mine. Oh, the places you'll go. Little love of mine. Oh, the places you'll go. Little love, little love. Oh, the places you'll go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hand and your sword at your side. All the mountains you'll move, all the tears you'll cry, all the places you'll go. All the places you'll go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hand and your sword at your side. All the mountains you'll move, all the tears you'll cry, all the places you'll go. Little love of mine. That was terrible. I love y'all so much more than I do my playing of that song just now. Why were all my G's sounding blah? I could not make those ring out. I'm also wondering if this has gone a little out of tune. Let me just check real quick. It might not, but it just sounds off. Maybe that does need a little this way. I'm trying to. Am I doing the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Dang it! I always go the wrong way. It's much easier to tune a cello. Just saying, I never got it backwards. Which way to go on those? It was always up. Yeah, some of these are off a bit. I'm not saying that's gonna make a huge difference. Gosh, okay, they were all off. Except for one, I think. Oh, that way? Well, that certainly didn't help. Okay, I'm debating if I want to play this again, like, my normal way. I might, like, get going at the end and do it the funky way. But it's hard to play this song the funky way, at least the whole way. I want it to be prettier than that. I wish I had nail clippers up here. I would legit clip my nails. Although I'm not sure I don't think that's what's, although it's not helping. Oh. Usually they've already broken at one place by now and I can just peel them off. I know, my nails are crap. But I didn't prepare properly with my nails. I'm sorry. But I am going to try to play the song again. I apologize if y'all want to skip past this to my rambling, which I don't know what I'm going to ramble about, but there's probably something. Feel free. But if you want to try to listen to this sound a little prettier, hopefully less mistakes. I mean, there's only 3 chords. can't be that hard as long as I don't do the thing the whole time. Here we go. Famous last words, right? Mm-hmm. What can I tell you of the world when I know I've still got so much to learn? How will I keep you safe? How will you find your place? What can I tell you of the world? I want you to have it all. Want you to trust yourself and fear no fall. Want you to turn out to be so much better than me. I want you to have it all the places you'll go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hand and your sword at your side. All the mountains you'll move, all the tears you'll cry, all the places you'll go. Little love of mine. No, I can't promise you'll be safe. I can't promise you won't lose your way. But I promise you now, you'll get through it somehow, and you'll laugh about today. And I can offer you this song for you to listen to when things go wrong. And then maybe you'll know how I love you so, and find a way to stay strong. All the places you'll go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hand and your sword at your side. All the mountains you'll move, all the tears you'll cry, all the places you'll go. Little love of mine. All the places you'll go. Little love of mine. All the places you'll go. Little love, little love, little love. All the places you'll go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hand and your sword at your side. All the mountains you'll move, all the tears you'll cry, all the places you'll go. All the places you'll go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hand and your sword at your side. All the mountains you'll move, all the tears you'll cry, all the places you'll go. Little love of mine. There is no me playing that song perfectly, at least not without some more practice, clearly. But with this kind of song, I think it's okay. 'Cause, where was it? Where was it? Well, when I know I've still got so much to learn, yeah, clear. I thought there was another verse that I was thinking of a line and whatever. When things go wrong, yeah. This will be a funny recording for those days when things go wrong and you want to listen to a song to maybe cheer you up. It'll be me just being me. And look at 21 minutes in and all I've done is play the song. Oops. How many times did I start and stop? I lost count. Real quick about the last song I did, My Love, My Life. I forgot to mention, I thought this was interesting in this song. Where's a good place? It happens a lot. So there are some songs where you can substitute G7 for G. So up here is G7. I always go the wrong. There's no whatever. It's a finger here and 2 fingers here. That's G7. G is kind of the opposite. You've got 2 on top and then 1 on the bottom. But they sound pretty similar. But you can hear, there's a little difference to G7. But some songs, it doesn't matter, or it even sounds better with G7, and sometimes I'll just default to that if it sounds okay, because it's usually an easier transition. Because G is always backwards from everything else, generally. I'm getting better at it. I am getting better at transitioning to G, except for in this song I just played, y'all. Those transitions to G were terrible. Apparently A to G is hard. Yeah, especially when you're strumming. See, I'm not landing on it well. What am I doing? Whatever. Anyway, in My Love, My Life, there's G and G7, and it's done on purpose. So I'll do the line before it, and then the line, or maybe a couple lines that have it going back and forth. And how about I nod this way when it's G7 and that way when it's G? Yeah, I'm totally going to remember that. That's G7 over there. Okay. I'll try. Now I got to find out what I'm trying to sing here. Let's see. Life in the mirror of your eyes, my love, my life. Okay, so it wasn't always back to G. I forgot it goes to C after some of those. But I like the purposeful. Like an image passing by, my love, my life. Because we just played G all the way through, it wouldn't be nearly as dynamic. Let's do G. Passing by, my love, my life. It works, but especially on that my love. Passing by, my love, my life. Oh, that just gives it a nice extra bit of juiciness. Yeah, so anyway. All the Places You'll Go by I Fight Dragons. Yes, not the other one. One of these days I'm gonna have to play a No More Kings song just so I can be like, this is actually No More Kings, not I Fight Dragons. But clearly I'm much more in an I Fight Dragons mood lately. They have so many good songs. I think they just came out with a new album too long ago. I forget, so I'm not gonna say that because I could be completely wrong. Sorry. Allergies, runny nose. But yeah, okay, I want to explain my shirt today. This is She-Ra from the new She-Ra Princesses of Power by DreamWorks that was on Netflix, or it's still on Netflix. But this was from a few years ago at this point. It doesn't feel like that long, but I guess it was. And it was kind of interesting. So the second season of CGI, we're calling it CGI He-Man and the Masters of the Universe because there are 2 He-Man shows concurrently on Netflix right now that are new. One is like He-Man Revelations, and one is just He-Man or He-Man Masters of the Universe, whatever. Like you search He-Man, you're going to see 2 completely different styled shows, and they are 2 completely different shows. I won't get into okay, real quick. Revelation is for older, like adult fans. It was set exactly that was said, actually, when it was first being made or proposed or whenever the news broke, whatever. It said, like, this is for adult fans of He-Man. And so there are things in there that are not really appropriate for kids, and some things will just go over kids' heads, but you don't want your kids watching that. At least I don't think I would. But anyway, I don't even like it, and I am an adult fan. Like, they messed up. They messed up, in my opinion. They didn't do what I would have done. But the other one that we're calling the CGI He-Man, because it's got that like 3D CGI type animation that's the newer, more for kids style. So the other one's more like 2D. The Revelation one is more like 2D animation. It's all still computer generated because nobody animates by hand anymore. Come on. I wish. Like, I miss those good old days in the 80s. I'm sure, though, the animators don't, because that looks like a lot of work. But dang, they got it done, and they put out a lot of episodes in a short amount of time, so obviously it's doable. Anyway, CGI He-Man Season 2 just came out. I think if you look at Revelation, there's only one season out, and they came out with part 1 of Season 1, and then part 2 later, like months later. Anyway, I'm not talking about Revelation. CGI He-Man, I like a lot better, even though it is made for kids, and like, we just podcasted about it. It was less than a week ago. Me and the Masters cast, the cast of Masters Cast, which includes myself, we podcasted about Season 2 because it had just come out a couple of weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, and we just wanted to talk about it. And we all but one of us enjoyed it a lot, though I think we all agreed that it was maybe, like, Season 1 maybe was a little bit stronger, although none of us were like, oh, Season 1 was way stronger, this one was just, nothing like that. And there might have at least been one or two people who were like, no, I like them both equally. So, anyway, but one thing that did come out of that conversation from the person who did not like Season 1 or Season 2, Josh just does not like either one, which I can respect. Like, it's not for everybody. It is made for kids, and some adults are just going to be like, ugh, I can't with this kiddish humor. But I like kiddish humor. I ain't too grown to laugh at stupid, like, poop jokes, and there's not a lot of poop jokes. There's one, at least. But there's a butt joke too, and whatever. Oh yeah, there's bathroom jokes. You know what? Yeah, there's some potty jokes, but whatever. It's funny. They do some really silly, funny stuff. They have fun with it. But we all, I think, agreed that She-Ra Princesses of Power is a far stronger show than either of the new He-Mans, either Revelation or the CGI He-Man. And it kind of made me a little nostalgic for this show, and I want to go watch it again. So when I was figuring out what to wear for ukuleleing, I was just like, I'm going to stick on my She-Ra. I think this isn't my only She-Ra Princesses of Power shirt, but I don't have many. I should get more. But it's so good. Just the level of writing, and the animation, honestly. But it's just worlds above, beyond, better. Sorry, it is. She-Ra's better than He-Man. In the olden days, they were equal because they were written by the same people. They were animated by the same people. Like, it was just a continuation of He-Man. But these days, Princesses of Power was a completely different show by a different company. Like, it was done by DreamWorks, whereas these two He-Man shows are being done by Mattel and just Netflix, I guess. But they're heavily being guided, I guess, by the toy company. So, yeah, people complained in the 80s that He-Man was just a toy, a 20-minute toy commercial. These episodes are legitimately toy commercials. Like, they are made by Mattel and whoever's animating, because Mattel doesn't animate, as far as I know. And yeah, they're trying to sell toys. And they're still not putting out enough of the characters. Like, ugh. Like, I'm not collecting them, but I know some people who are, and good luck trying to get all of them, because, geez, they'll put out again like 50 He-Mans and Skeletors, but if you want Sorceress or somebody else, good luck. And you're competing against kids who want to actually take these home to play with, not just collect. Whatever. I gave up on collecting He-Man a while back because it was just too much. Not to say I don't love it, and I love the toys. I wouldn't mind having them. It's just I don't have a place to put them, and I don't want to spend the money on them. Anyway, but She-Ra, like, they didn't even put toys out until I think it was like season 3, and there were very few of them. They did not sell well because they were way past, they should have put them out around when the show came out. They didn't. I bought them, and then I gave them away because I didn't have a place to like display them or put them, and I literally gave them to Goodwill. And at that time, like, they had already increased in value. They were still in the box and everything. I could have sold them, but I just didn't have the energy. I'm just like, yeah, some kid, enjoy, have fun, go watch the show, please, because it's such a better show. So I don't know why, but I wanted to just ramble on for another second about He-Man and She-Ra. But yeah, you can listen to our Masters Cast episode, masterscast.com, or just Masters Cast on any oh my god. I'm really going old school in my brain today. On any podcasting app of your choosing, or program, or site, whatever. You know what I mean. You can find it anywhere. Yeah, we talked about season 1 back when it came out, and then we just did season 2, and then we're going to have an extra one coming out, I think, this weekend. So be on the lookout for that. Although I don't know if this is coming out today, or that might come out before this video gets published. I don't know when I'm going to publish it. But hopefully today. I think I'll have time. Although I need to put some stuff on the bookshelves downstairs. Okay, so we got new flooring in a few rooms, which was great. We needed it so bad because it was all original. Oh, I'm sorry. The carpet was all original to the house that was built in 1993 or 94. One of those. Almost 30 years old. Ooh. Ouch, that hurt. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so it was, and especially having pets, it was stained, and we tried our dangdest to get those stains out, but they kept coming back, and we had like professional people come and steam clean them or whatever, whatever, it didn't matter, it kept coming back, then it was just nasty. So yeah, we replaced the carpet in the living room downstairs, the staircase that goes up to the second floor, the master bedroom, because it, again, stains for days. This little guy, he likes to puke a lot, or at least he did. Right now we've got it under control, but I have a feeling the vet's soon going to tell us to try to change his food again, and that's just going to make him puke again, and I don't know if I want to do that, especially with new carpet. So, like, I know it's like stain proof to an extent. It won't show up as much because it's also slightly darker color, and it should come right up instead of being this 30-year-old carpet that's just anyway. And then we got the whatever you call it, just the hallway on the second floor redone as well, because one of the previous owners, we think the owners that owned the house before us, did that on their own and did a really bad job, and we've just been living with it for almost 10 years, and finally we're just like, no more. So it all looks so much better. It's so good. But anyway, so the bookcases in the living room had to be moved so that they could put carpet there, so we had to take all the books off, or I'm sorry, Adam, gotta give credit where it's due. Adam took all the books off and put them in boxes and labeled them as like which shelf they were from, and took pictures of the shelves before he took anything off. He was very good. And now I'm putting them back on and doing a little rearranging to make them look good and all that. So yeah, I need to do that. And our hutch is also covered in stuff. Some of it's, I think most of it is from the bookcases. It just got pushed over there for the time being until we could put it back. But it's a mess and it needs to be rearranged, and yeah. So yeah, we're having a few people over tomorrow, so I want to get that done hopefully today, or at least in the morning. So that's why I'm saying I don't know when I'm posting this, but that's all that's really going on, is putting books away. Although, isn't there And that's just garbage stuff in the kitchen. Yeah, whatever. It'll be fine. I always stress like, oh, the house is a mess. I don't want people to see it this way. By the time they get here, all the clutter's put away and stuff's been taken care of. But yeah, what else? Oh, I forgot to ask. Darn. Oh well. I don't know if where you live it's the same, but I went by CVS. That is this morning. Yeah, to pick up a prescription. I usually get them at Walgreens, but they stopped carrying the manufacturer of one of my generic drugs, and all of the other brands I've tried, like manufacturer, they just don't do it for me. Like this one manufacturer works, and I don't want to change off of it ever again. So I had to switch that particular prescription over to CVS. And when I went to pick it up, they had this little table set out with these little flyers on it. And it was like, you can bill your insurance ahead of time to get at-home COVID tests for free instead of having to like buy them and then submit it to your insurance and get reimbursed. Because I was just like, that's a slog and nobody feels like doing that. So I took it home. At the time I was just like, I'll look into that. And I asked the pharmacist, well, I don't know if he was a pharmacist, but the person I got the drug from in the pharmacy, about it. And he was like, oh yeah, you just go online, you fill out the thing, and then you come back usually the next day and you pick it up. So I was like, cool. So I got home and it had a little QR code. So I scanned the code, went to the website, did the thing. And then like 2 minutes later, it's like, your order is ready, come pick it up. And I'm like, what? I thought you said it was going to be tomorrow. Okay, I'll come back out. Because, yeah, Mooney's at daycare again today. So I get kitty day and they get, aw, they love it up here so much. I wish I could let them up here all the time. But puke. I can't have puke up here. And that one, little miss, she pooped on the bed again when we were getting the carpets redone. Because we had to shut them in here because it was going to be loud and noisy, and they like to hide under the bed in the master bedroom, which they couldn't do because carpet was being replaced in there. So I had to shut them in here, and I just was not thinking, like, I thought, okay, once they're in there, we're going to put like a big blanket and stuff over the bed so she cannot mess it up. But before we even got a chance to do that, she, like, as soon as we closed her in here, I swear she ran straight up here, pooped on the bed. I was just like, no. But thankfully this is my backup blanket that she is sleeping on now. I found another one, I think it was through Facebook Marketplace, that one of my friends showed me, and it was super cheap. So I was just like, yes please. Like, it's got a few stains on it, but who cares, because it's gonna be pooped on apparently every once in a while when she's mad, because she knows that, it matters to me. Cats and their poop communication style. Sorry, what the heck was that note? That's not a note. That's what I was going for, but I overshot it. So yeah, so that happened. I had to wash the blanket again for the second time since I got it. Anyway, but it didn't happen again after that, and we made sure to cover it. But I was like, okay, now that's over with, they shouldn't be stressed. She shouldn't come up here and poop. And so far she's not. The few times I've let her up here since then, it's usually just when I'm up here doing stuff, so she's not stressed out about anything, and she's not like locked in here without me. Although, like, I would be in here while they were doing the carpet, and these two, well, eventually Skeletor would come up in this room with me, but almost the entire time the people were here doing the flooring, we had to take all of the drawers out of my bureaus, and bring them into the Rainbow Land Museum so that they could move the bureaus, and we put a big blanket over them, but they decided to crawl up under the blanket and get in one of the drawers, like we're on top of one of the drawers, because they're not like in a bureau, they were just drawers stacked on top of each other. But whatever, that was their spot that they found, and that was Wisp, she stayed there all day. She didn't come out to drink, eat, potty, anything. She was just there all day. Well, both days, 2.5 days. They came one day and then they had to leave because they didn't have all the stuff. They had to come another day. Whatever. It was a thing. But yeah, she just stayed under there. At least he would come out eventually once he figured out, oh yeah, the warm place is up here with mommy and the heater. So yeah, I don't know why I'm telling y'all that. I just think it's funny. Cats are funny. And yeah, Skeletor, I mentioned puking and food before. So I was hoping we'd find out by today, but apparently it's going to be at least Monday because they did a blood test on him trying to figure out, because he's either got basically, it's not just irritable. I think it's like inflammatory. There we go. Inflammatory bowel disease or cancer of some sort. And they did one test thinking it might narrow it down between the two. It did not, but it at least showed that, yeah, the cells are not happy, or I don't even know. I'm not sure it showed anything helpful, come to think of it. But they had to do that first before they could do the other test that actually looks at it even closer and says, are these cells all the same, which means it's cancer, or are they different, which means it's not. So we don't know yet. I don't think it is though, because he's been having puke. Like, this is what I think you can tell. He's shaved most of him. Like, we don't shave his head, or I don't shave him at all. I get someone else to do it because he would not stay that still for me. Yeah, like his head and tip of his tail and his feet, they don't have to be shaved. But we get the rest of him shaved now because he was puking up hairballs all the time. And it mostly happened after a food change, but I think he had been doing it even before the food change. So we were just like, dude, you've got to stop puking. So we started with that, and then there's other bowel things happening with him that were not pleasant. So we told the vet about all of that, and they're like, oh yeah, let's, at first it was just, let's try this. And we did try a food change, and he threw that up too. So I was like, well, clearly that's not it. But I don't know. I talked to them again, and they're like, well, maybe you just didn't do it right. You really should transition them. And it's not like I just gave him new food and took away the old. I know better than that. I was just giving him a few pieces each day and increasing the number of pieces I gave him while he still had access to his regular food. But still he threw up because he's the master of puking. There are some treats that if I give him one or two, he will, within 2 minutes, throw them up. He's got the most sensitive stomach. He's just like, oh, this smells and tastes so good, and then blah. So whatevs. But they did an ultrasound. That's what first started all of this off. They did an ultrasound, and they're like, oh yeah, there's something going on there that's not normal. And I'm like, okay, let's do all the other tests, because his blood tests are always fine. They're always completely normal. He's even at his ideal weight now, because poor guy didn't eat for a few days and lost some weight, and we got him to gain a little bit back, and now I think he's losing again. I'm a little worried about that part. Because Wisp had to have a couple of teeth removed, and so she had to be on wet food for a few days, so we put them both on wet food, thinking all cats love wet food. Not this guy. She loves it. Yeah. This one, he'll lick it. Just lick it for a little bit. I don't know if he even ingests it. Maybe a tiny bit. He mostly just licks at it and then just walks away. But she'll eat a whole bowl. Of a small can, She'll eat a whole small can in one go. But we were like, well, maybe we should just keep her on wet food forever, because maybe this will be a way to control how many calories she's getting per day, because we just had no idea how much she was eating of the dry food. And she's supposedly in the ideal weight range for, I guess, her height, length, however they measure such things. But she's a little heavier than I would like. But, oh, right. Then she started throwing up hairballs. Maybe in the entire time we've had her, she's thrown up a hairball once. maybe, but she started doing it like every couple of days and like massive hairballs. And we're like, what the heck? Why would wet food cause a cat to throw up hairballs? If anything, you would think that would just what's the word I'm looking for? It's liquidy, so it would just help things go through the system more easily. But apparently the dry food needs to push it down, or don't ask me. But so both of our cats are weird in different ways. I don't think she has irritable bowel disease, thankfully. She just has crazy hairballs if she only eats wet food. So we took that away. We're like, okay, never mind. We even tried like wet food that was hairball formula. Nope. And of course she would not eat the hairball not ointment, but it is kind of the paste that they're supposed to like the taste of. Yeah, right. She wouldn't touch it. And the like petroleum jelly, tried a little bit of that, wouldn't touch it. Tried hairball treats, wouldn't touch it. Just she'll eat anything else pretty much. So it's like, okay, back to the dry food that we know y'all do at least decently on. And we'll go from there. So I'll let y'all know what happens with the little guy. But I mean, he's had issues for a while now. So I'm like, if this was cancer, I feel like it would have taken him already. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it's just irritable bowel something, and we may or may not choose to change his food. Cause I know it's gonna upset his tummy. Even if like eventually it gets better, I'm not even sure that that's the case for him. But I don't know. I mean, like they're on prescription food, but it's like dental prescription food because although again, they're on prescription dental food and she has to get 2 teeth taken out when he's the one that used to have dental issues. Like just genetic, like there were other kittens found in the neighborhood around the same time we found him back in South Carolina on our doorstep, and they all had just genetic dental issues, and so he lost a tooth early on, like he's missing one of his canines. But since then he is as soon as we put him on the dental food, he gets his dental cleanings once a year and he's been fine, no more teeth extractions or anything. And then all of a sudden she's got to get 2 crowns amputated. I'm just like, what? She's eating dental food. How does this happen? I don't know. Although she was also getting treats for a good long while she was on Prozac after we got the dog, and she was not happy. She's not on it now. Thankfully she was able to wean off of it, but those treats were kind of squishy, so maybe they were getting stuck in place. The things we do for our babies. Oh, where is it? Make sure I'm on the right note. The places you go. No. Where was I before that? Oh, it's harder than that. Oh, the places you go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hand and your sword at your side. All the mountains you'll move, all the tears you'll cry, all the places you'll go. Little love of mine. With your teeth issues and your bowel issues and having to shave you and brush you and love you and pet you and all the wonderful things too. Don't start. You are being so cute. Yeah. I don't think I have anything else really to say right now. Although, like, I'm happy to be getting out and about more. Like, the COVID cases have stayed nice and low. Let me double check. I have, like, a tab open that I just check every day. Because I know in other countries that's not been the case. Yeah, it's still low here. It's staying, like, pretty steady, but it's a low steady, so I'm fine with that. Like I feel bad for the other countries where they had another spike. I mean, it wasn't as bad as the Christmas spike or whatever it was, or Thanksgiving spike. I forget when it started. But yeah, I think maybe it's starting to come down for them again. While we're here, let's do what? Oh, okay, no, I'll just let's check Switzerland because we have family there. Oh, they're way up high. Oof. Ouch. Dang. Hang on, let me zoom this out a little bit. Hey. Oi. There it goes. Dang, yeah, their spike went way higher than ours did. Oh. Yeah, we were trending down and they just went which, yeah, I think both of our nephews over there have gotten it and one of their grandparents, so it's not so surprising, but that sucks. They're still way, I mean, yeah, it started to go down, then they had another peak. Not quite as high as the first one, but still higher than our peak for December, January. So, dang. They're up there. Let me find another country. I don't know which one. Hey. Oh, it moved to the top. Let's uncheck Switzerland. Let's take does it just have the UK as like the UK? Or, you know, I don't... United Kingdom. Okay, yeah. Let's check them. Okay, so their peak was a little earlier than ours. That's interesting. When was that? January 4th. Or 5th was the highest. Oh, ours didn't reach the highest till January 12th, it appears. Interesting. Maybe 16th was slightly higher than that, but it was about the same. But yeah, they went down much faster than we did, but then like not at the same level we did, but they did go down. Now they're way back up. Not as bad as, I don't think. I've already forgotten where Switzerland was now. No, I think they were still like twice as high as this. But UK's still up there. So, oof. Well, let's try like Australia. Sorry, I'm curious. If y'all are still hanging out with me looking at COVID numbers, I know you can't even see the graph I'm looking at, but oh dang, Australia's up there too. They look very similar to the UK. And their peak was way higher than ours too. Eesh. Dang, like not quite twice, but I don't know why it was starting to go down in a lot of other countries and now it's going back up. Because I know they were expecting the same thing was going to happen here and not gone. Is this wood or fake wood? Whatever. Thankfully that has not been the case. Let me just check Canada real quick. Yeah, their peak was definitely not as high as ours was. They're slightly higher than us right now, but ever so slightly. Can I get a number there? Hey, where's the... Sometimes I can get... Oh, there it goes. But maybe. Hello? Sometimes I can get a little thing to pop up and show me the numbers, and other times it doesn't feel like popping up. But yeah, they're very close to us since end of February-ish, I'd say. We're almost right on top of each other, so that's good. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend traveling right now to other countries, I mean. But here in the US, it's, yeah, I mean, I'm still wearing my masks, not masks. I used to double mask it when I was wearing like not the good masks, but now I'm just wearing one of the good masks. And yeah, I'll still put one on if I go to the grocery store or the drugstore or in any store, basically. But, you know, outdoors, and I wasn't wearing them outdoors anyway. What am I talking about? But like last weekend, I went to go see my niece perform in a brewery, and it wasn't like packed, but there were a good many people in there, and most people were not wearing masks, and I left mine off. And I didn't die. I didn't get COVID. And we went to a brewery next door after that just to hang out. And we were in like a separate kind of part of the restaurant, but still. excuse me. Yeah, just left it off so we could talk, so I could talk to family and see their faces, because that was nice. And then the next morning, got to hang out with my brother, and we went out to eat, and again, no mask. And then walked around outside, and I'm fine. Yay! So I'm hoping more of that can start happening. Like, I don't know when Adam and I are gonna feel like going to a restaurant locally, but hopefully soon. Because especially since I was able to go to like 3 kind of in a row. Wait, no, it was 4. I went to out to eat with my mom at Cracker Barrel before we went to the performance. That's right. So yeah, I went to several places maskless. And not saying everyone should do that. I'm just saying you can do it sometimes, at least now. But I do still appreciate in like grocery stores and stuff when people put them on. And I'm not like giving dirty looks to people who are not wearing them, because I know, like, especially here in North Carolina, I think the mask mandate has been lifted. So unless it's like a medical place you're going, like a doctor's appointment, and it says on the door like you must wear a mask, I don't think you have to wear one anywhere else. So unless the establishment is saying please wear a mask, then I'm not going to get mad at anybody for not wearing a mask. Now, like, people want to get back to their lives. I totally get that. They want things to get back to normal. They seem maybe possibly to be getting that way, at least for our country for now. Let's hope that trend sticks around. So yeah, and like we saw some friends 2 weekends ago? Yeah. And then wait, I'm getting confused. 3 weekends ago? Yeah. And then we had friends over the week after that. Then I went and saw family. And then tomorrow we're having some friends over too. So we're socializing. Like, what is that? The only people I've socialized with almost for the last couple of years, and apart from small trips here and there, have been my neighbors that I see when I'm out walking the dog. And I've gotten to be really good friends with my neighbors and their dogs, because we need people to talk to. Like, seriously. I think without them I would have gone a bit more stir crazy than I did. Not that I'm really one to go stir crazy. Like, I'm a bit of a hermit. I'm happy to just stay indoors in my house and do a little bit of nothing most of the time. But I feel like I'm getting more accomplished. I'm like, running some errands, and I don't know, just being out of the house. Like, I like our house, but after being stuck in it for 2 years, I do appreciate the times when I get to leave it and go do other things for a little while. So yeah. What else? I don't know. I'm just saying, yay. I hope that continues. I hope that's the new trend. And for all the countries who currently are not where we are, I hope you get there real soon so you can start feeling the same as we are. And I'm really looking forward to going and seeing the rest of my family, who I haven't got to see yet. This was kind of a quick trip, just overnight, so I could see her performance and spend some time with my mom and my brother. But I want to spend more time with them, and I also want to go see my dad, my stepmom, my grandmother, my uncle, my aunt. So yeah, and just whoever else might be around when I go see them. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's probably in the next 2-3 weeks, something like that I'm aiming for. So yeah, I have high hopes for the next month, and hopefully beyond that. We'll see. Time will tell. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that heater off. Thanks for reminding me, Wisp. Don't rub on it. It's hot. You cats. Sometimes you don't. Yeah. You need your self-preservation is not kicking in when it should. That thing is hot. You don't want to put your nose on it. Promise. I promise. And now I'm over an hour. Of course I am. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. If you're still listening, watching, whatever, then you want to be here. And Sorry. Mia, thank you for telling me that you don't care how long I talk for. I can talk all day and you don't care. I love you. Mwah, you're great. So, to Mia and everyone else who feels the same and just needs a little something to listen to in the background or someone to watch and feel like we're having a conversation even if I can't hear you, like I'm still like our wavelengths are syncing up and all that good jazz. I'm thinking of all of you. You know I am. Um, but I'm really looking forward to life potentially. I it's funny. I have like this block against saying back to normal because I feel like if I say it, it's not going to happen. I know it's totally just a anxiety thing. It's not a superstition. Maybe a little ish. It's like that same kind of feeling. Which I'm not a superstitious person, but I still do knock on wood apparently. For reasons. But yeah. I'm starting to feel like I can say it without that jinxing it. So hopefully that's true. Hopefully we can start doing our normal things again this year, or at least some of them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope y'all are too. I hope maybe I can go to like a convention or two. Like that would be cool. I know Adam's going to at least one. No, I think there are two. He's going to some maker conventions that are just things I would not be interested in. It's not that I don't want to be with him, it's that I don't want to be surrounded by 3D printing and laser nerds. Not that there's anything wrong with them, it's just I wouldn't know what to talk about because I myself have no experience actually 3D printing or lasering anything. I just hear about it through him. So I would just be standing there nodding and smiling and yeah. I'm sure they're really cool, great people, and I'm sure he's gonna have a blast. But I would rather hang out with my like 80s cartoon buddies, or just general geeks at a local convention, or who knows? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what we're doing yet. This year is wide open, and as long as the numbers stay down, I think it can stay wide open, and hopefully some good things can happen. So, but I'm still gonna be playing songs because I'm not gonna be going somewhere every weekend for certain. And I'm having fun. Like doing some songs that have kind of been on the docket for quite a while, and finally getting around to doing them. But I need some suggestions because I feel like I'm sure there's a couple other songs that I have written down somewhere, or I'll hear them soon and be like, "Oh, right, that one I want to do." But right now, I can't think of any. So if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments on this video, or if I post this on Facebook, put it there. I don't care wherever you put it. Email me at me somewhere. I don't know. Y'all know how to get in touch with me. So yeah, that would be cool because I'm running out of ideas. Not that I'll ever run out of songs. Like I probably could just look at my liked playlist and be like, oh yeah, that song, I love that song. You know. Oh yeah, I was thinking I should do some Peter Cetera because I can like his range is good with mine. Like I can sing his songs along with him, and I'm not having to do like an octave higher or lower. Bryan Adams is the same way. Love him. So maybe I'll do some Bryan. Although Bryan, I think I've looked up a few Bryan Adams songs, and I don't think they were necessarily fast ones, or were they? I don't think they were. 101 was. But anyway, a couple I looked up were really hard, like way too many chords in them, and I'm like, good for you, Bryan Adams. I know you're a guitar genius, but I'm not, so I need to simplify things. But maybe I'll look up some of his slower songs. That would probably be easier to play, and it'll go some Peter Cetera because I love Peter Cetera. Yes, I am still stuck in the 80s, and I'm not apologizing for it. Yeah, so I think that's it. I don't even have any Rainbow Bright stuff to review, do I? I feel like I have a new card somewhere. Like I got a greeting card and then I put it somewhere and forgot where I put it. But I don't have anything else to review, so I'm not going to do a review video until I have more things to talk about. That sounded the same. Okay, I need that. Those are similar. What is that? Wait, that's F, or F2, and that's A minor. Okay, yeah, they do sound different. For a second, I was just like, do those sound the same? I just don't think I was playing all the strings. 'Cause reasons. Yeah, I'm totally just grasping at straws now. So I'm gonna go before I grasp at something real dumb. So yeah, I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend, week, whatever, month, year, lifetime, whenever you watch this. And I don't know why this is so. I mean, I do know why, because I can't shut up. But I'm sorry I had to play the song like 5 times. Not all of it, just parts. But oh, the places you'll go. Yeah, stuff. To all the people that I dedicated the song to, I'm not gonna go into naming names. Y'all know who you are. You know I love you so much. If you don't know that, just ask me. I will reassure you, because you know I do. I love so hard. But if you have made it to the end, thanks, and I love you. Love you so much. I you know, you're kind of all my babies, even though you're not my babies. So y'all are always gonna have a special place in my heart, and I can't wait to see all the places you go and all the things that you do. Okay? Okay. So until next time, have a rainbow day. And let me move my mouse. Bye!